G'day YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I haven't done a little bit of a garden update in a while, so I thought I'd take this morning and come through some of my trees. This is now summer here in Melbourne, and this tree I defoliated early in spring, and you can see it's beautiful and lovely, smaller foliage, nice and healthy, and it's actually, there's a lot more foliage on it. I find it's smaller and more ramified, so lots more nice foliage. I won't go down too much because you'll see some of the weeds that have grown. I haven't got rid of them yet, but that's normal. It's a little bit at the top. You might have to give it a bit of a trim, and you can see where it's at. Now move along to the big trident next to it. You would have seen this tree before. It's very full and healthy and strong. Very nicely growing. You can see some of the shoots shooting out that I got to trim back. Keep them trimmed. Very full canopy. Big trident. You can see that, beautiful. I'll move along just to this nice little, you would have seen this like semi-cascade Japanese maple that I had. I repotted that this year, and it looks nice in that cascading branch or semi-cascade branch, and it's quite nice and healthy. A little bit of redness just because the hot weather starting to hit it, but keep the water up to it. No burning, no nothing. So just a bit of red leaves on there starting because it just gets hot. So that looks good too. Okay, let me just move on to the next few trees. Alright, here's another big trident maple. I would have repotted. You would have seen me repot this tree. Also starting to come along well. This tree actually used to have massive leaves, and it's actually come down quite a bit. It's a big tree anyway, but it's looking nice with the leaves starting to get smaller. There's a bit of a gap in there that I'm just trying to work through. Just trying to see how I can build some branching in there, but I want to trying to grow that a bit more, get it going, looking nice and healthy. Nice. That needs maybe a bit of maintenance, a bit of wiring, but I like it as it is. It's more flowing and natural. But yeah, there's a few problem areas in that bit there that seems to be dying back a little, but just got to try and work through that. Okay, and you've probably seen these Japanese maple as well before. Lovely little tree, nice and healthy. Again, no burning, maybe a little bit at the tip. But that's just to be understood just because of the heat. It's sitting under a birch tree anyway, but you know, some of the tips do get a bit of sun, but keep the water up to it, nice and healthy, nice and strong. Very nice. Okay, let's show you some of my minis. And this one you would have seen, remember, this was the instant bonsai, create an instant bonsai video that I did earlier. Look at my Shimpaku videos in my Shimpaku playlist library, and you can see this tree coming. It's creating an instant bonsai, but it's a beautiful little tree now. Fantastic. I like it. Really coming along nicely, nice and healthy. Do the right work. It's starting to grow quite a bit. You can see that the back, this one especially, starting to shoot up. So you do the work, you get the results. Nice little mini Shimpaku there. You would also see me do a video on this, styling this tree. It's actually coming along really well as well. Nice full foliage. You can see the growth that's not growing underneath the branching. It's starting to get a bit full, but looking really nice. It's hard to hold one hand these days, but it's nice looking tree, starting to really shoot everywhere. But maybe give you a better view there. There you go. Pretty full in the back actually, which I think that was one of the problems I had with it. Has a lot of foliage at the back here, and we'll have somewhere we have to deal with that. Maybe we've got to cut that off in the next round, but maybe tilting the tree a little bit that way rather than having it like that. Maybe tilt it a little bit that way. Now starting to see the better tree there. Cool. Have you enjoyed that one? Okay, and if you've been following my channel for a while, you would have seen this little mini trident maple. How gorgeous does it look? Still healthy. It does burn a little, but just mainly because it's such a small pot. Even though I've got sprinklers going, the sun does hit it and knock it about a little bit, but gorgeous healthy little mini. That's my hand. I love it. Beautiful tree. One of my favourite trees. You can see how it's really starting to grow, push foliage. Even though I did maintenance work on it earlier this year, it's really starting to fill out again. So I just got to keep my eye on it. Just keep maintaining it. Keep pinching out the things that grow underneath. Pinching those yellow bits out as well. But otherwise, super healthy little tree. Hopefully you can see this tree in amongst the others, but this is one of my favourite tridents. Have a look at that nice stumpy base. Oh, I love it. Looks really good. This tree's really starting to come along beautifully now. Nice. The pads, the branching, it's all looking really good, really healthy. Happy with that tree and how it's going. Another super healthy Shimpaku juniper. As the summer months come in, you can see the foliage really starting to take off on these trees. This is a super tree starting to become. Probably needs a bit more wiring up again and trimming. Always constant work on these trees. Love it. This is something a little different. It's a Pyracantha, a little mini Pyracantha fire thorn. It's a little guy's tree. He bought it a while ago at one of the shows, and really interested in it at the start, then he forgets about it. So, but I look after it for him. This is a nice little tree, starting to fruit. You can see the fruits there. So it should hopefully red up if the birds don't eat it. I'll come back and show you. I think it's front somewhere in there actually. Yeah, it's like a little semi-cascade. I just keep it trimmed up for him, wire it up once in a while. It's coming along beautifully. Maybe a little quick update on the pines that I've decandled in summer. Probably decandled a few weeks ago. Let's just come and have a look and see if we can see anything happening. Yeah, we can actually. I don't know if I can try and show you. Maybe this one. Maybe it's a bit too bright, but that's where I would have cut it. And you see there's one right next to that little green thing. There you go. That's a new one starting to shoot. You should get multiple of those. That's just the first one in there too, so you should get multiple in that spot. Just like this. Really good example. Really good example there. I might come back and actually do a separate video on this to show you how the next phase is. But the pines are looking really strong and healthy. And I might finish off with this last little trident root over rock now. This is the lovely little trident root over rock that I actually defoliated as well. You can see a nice small foliage inside. It's all developing nicely. That's why I defoliate. So one of the reasons. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed this little tour. Stay tuned for more videos and subscribe to the channel so you can get more videos in the future.